Sharks. Of all the predators in the sea, they're the ones that everybody fears the most. And it's no wonder sharks are the sea's top predators, and when humans enter the water, they become a part of the food chain. The Bahamas are made by 700 different breathtaking islands, and these islands attract more than 6 million tourists each year. Many of them attracted by the spectacular array of marine life, which includes 40 different species of shark, and the highly unpredictable great barracuda. Tiffany Johnson and her husband JJ are on their last day of their dream vacation.
We still hadn't snorkeled by that time, so we found a water sports company. That boat ride to the reef, it was just a short boat ride. It was probably 5 or 10 minutes. We'd started swimming around in the reef. The water is crystal clear. It's gorgeous. I mean, you can see everything all the way down, all the way around you. We were out there for a good 20 minutes together. I looked over and JJ was swimming above the water, and he was probably 10 or 15 feet away from me. I'm like, what is he doing? And so I popped up and I said, are you okay? He said, well, my stomach's really bothering me. I think I just need to go back to the boat.
The swell of the ocean is confusing JJ's body, and as a result of this, nausea is triggered. Inside his body, muscles squeeze his stomach repeatedly until JJ and his lunch eventually part company. As JJ makes his way back into the boat, Tiffany decides to stay in the water.
And I was around 30 feet from the boat. I'm floating and kind of enjoying the fish and the coral reef and the colors, and there's oranges and blues. I was getting lost in that. Out of the blue, I felt like I had bumped into something. I turned to look. That's when I was face to face with the shark. This is probably how big his head was. He had my whole arm in his mouth.
A 9-foot-long tiger shark has Tiffany's right arm in its grip. This species is known to be one of the most opportunistic feeders in the ocean. They live in temperate waters all over the world and can be found in both coastal waters and the open ocean. The only place where they're not common is the Mediterranean. These sharks can swim in waters to a depth of 3,000 feet. Tiger sharks are usually solitary hunters, swimming closer to the surface at night to feed in shallower waters. Their main diet consists of fish, seabirds, sea turtles, and even other sharks.
He wasn't thrashing or moving. It was just floating there, just staring at me, waiting for me to make a move. I yanked back instinctively, and that's kind of when everything just was like a rush. Everything started. He began to thrash. I was yanking.
As the 9-foot shark begins to thrash Tiffany around, it rearranges its grip on her arm and bites it off just shy of the elbow.
It was just a mangled stump.
With her arm completely severed, Tiffany tries to make her way back to the boat.
JJ jumps in the water, and he meets me 10 feet from the boat.
Tiffany's husband is able to swim her back to the safety of the boat, where the others on board go into action.
On board, no first aid kit. I spotted our bag, and I said, grab that beach towel. He runs over there, grabs the beach towel. He's wrapping it, and I keep telling him tighter because I could feel the blood literally dripping down my arm.
With no other medical supplies on board, the captain guns it back to port.
There wasn't any cell phone service. There was no radio on the boat, so we had no communication to warn people that we were coming.
When they finally reach port, they're able to get the attention of some locals who are able to call 911. It takes Bahamian surgeons 5 hours to stop the bleeding, but 48 hours later, she's flown back to North Carolina to get help from American doctors.
We landed in Charlotte off that medevac plane. I had my surgery. The Ministry of Tourism said that they were going to be sending dive teams out. They tried to figure out why there was a shark there because they had never seen one there before.
Through multiple surgeries, she faces the reality of how this attack has changed her life forever.
I have been told numerous times I should have bled out of the boat. It's just an amazing miracle that I'm here. I am definitely blessed to be alive.